Hi, friends. Welcome back to We're Talking Marriage. I'm Dion. I'm here with my husband, Marvin.
How you doing?
And today we'll be talking about the three things you need in your relationship to make it a happy one.
Those three things are support, reassurance, and intimacy.
Right. It's key to have support in your relationship. Support, you are to give support often and consistently. Know what type of support your spouse wants. I want someone to just listen to me, to be my sounding board, to just hear me out. When I'm upset or wailing about someone or something, it means I'm just talking about it into the atmosphere, I'm working it out into my head. I'm sending it out there. And of course, as my words bounce back to me and they bounce around the walls, this helps me to cement my thoughts. If I think it's a good solution to the problem, or if it's not a good solution, I'll just discard them. So, in a sense, what I'm looking for is called emphatic listening, which is listening and feeling and understanding what the other person is going through. Marvin likes to tell me what to do to fix the situation. I don't like that. So I always tell him, just listen to me, nod, and say, I hear what you're saying. I understand how you feel.
When I hear her problems, I immediately want to tell her how to fix it, how to solve it. From my point of view, I've got the solution, and she should just take my advice. My suggestion will help her to fix her problem immediately. Most of the times, I believe I do have the solution. It is instrumental listening and support. It is something or a tool to fix the problem immediately. As you can tell, that doesn't work with Dion. She likes to mull stuff over, to think about it and then think about it again. You have to give your partner room to be able to solve their problems on their own. What is key, very, very important to your spouse, is that he or she knows without a doubt that you've got her back, that you will always be there for her, that you will fight for her, that you will stand up for her, that you will support her. Not only against foes, but against those who want to tear her down or your relationship down. If your spouse can't count on you to be there for her, to have her back, to defend her from the boogeyman, then you will find out really quickly, very quickly, what it means to kill your relationship. So take time to understand your spouse, what kind of supporter she needs, and what kind of support she wants.
That's good advice. Also, listen to your spouse's plans, ambitions, and goals, and find ways to encourage them. I know I may be preaching to the choir, my sisters, but these things are important to remember. In our community, we are trained to lift up, carry, and promote our men. Supporting your partner in his plans and goals will help you to understand him better as a person and will bolster his emotions. A significant other is often the first person that people tend to go to for emotional and personal support. Your spouse relies on you to encourage him, and he looks to you for support as well.
Reassurance is the desire to be appreciated, to be seen, to be understood. Your relationship should be full of reassurance, of your love, of your commitment to the relationship, to your spouse. Use affirmations to bring hope and positivity into your relationship. Use encouragement to show that you believe in your spouse and in what he or she can and will accomplish. Show that you see her as a priority by pressing pause to other things happening in your life to take time to be there for her. The other day, a movie star said that when her father had died, her husband was on tour. You know what he did? He left the tour, canceled the tour, dropped everything he was doing, and flew 6 hours back home just to be there for her. We are not movie stars, but we can do caring and reassurance just the same. You can do this by validating your spouse. Validating is a big part of helping your mate feel reassured. If she has a headache or has been through a hard day at work, draw her a bath, make her favorite tea, or make a pick-me-up shake. Let her know that this too shall pass. Remind her of what God has done for her in the past, how He is still there with her during this tough period. Best things you can do is to let them know that life is fluid. It doesn't remain stagnant forever. Things will pass. God will bring them through.
That is sound. Support, and we have heard about reassurance. The third way to have happiness in your marriage is through intimacy. Now, there's two types of intimacy in your relationship. There is emotional intimacy and there is physical intimacy. Emotional intimacy energizes and nurtures your marital relationship. It is the weaving and the knitting of our lives which allows us to freely and openly disclose our deepest feelings and thoughts and perceptions with our spouse. It means sharing our innermost feelings with our spouse. It shows that you trust that person with your most valuable thoughts and ideas. Sharing openly without judgment and criticism allows you to be comfortable with each other and to say, I feel safe. Now, physical intimacy. Physical intimacy is key. Keep your sex life active. Sex is the ultimate act of bonding you together. The brain chemistry stimulated by sex is critical to renewing your bond. We are beings of memory. A particular scent can send us straight back to our childhood. Learning to ride a bike as a child is a skill you will never forget. So, the act of touching your spouse's body, of being intimate with him, is recorded in your brain. Each time you are intimate with your spouse, you both leave a memory of each other in your brain, in your heart, and on your soul. Touch memory is very important to knitting our lives together. You get to know your spouse's touch and learn how to touch in return.
So, guard carefully your sexual intimacy with each other. Do not belittle or trifle with your act of touch. Be careful of how others outside of your relationship touch you. Touch is memory. Be aware of the memories being placed in your brain and laid into your soul.
Yes. Remember, you and your spouse should always practice laying down touch memory with each other. Friends, I encourage you to practice giving support, reassurance, and intimacy in your relationships. These are 3 things that will help you to continue building up your healthy and happy marriage.
Go.
See you next time on We're Talking Marriage.